It is 6:42 here on Breakfast Television all morning. We have been talking about the one-year anniversary, of course, of the tragedy on Yonge Street that happened last year. 10 people were killed, 16 others injured. And now we've had a chance to talk to the family, though, of one of the victims.
And it really, we've been sharing our experiences, but when you speak to the families whose lives have been affected for this last year, trying to move on without their loved one for the last year, what it's been like. Anne-Marie D'Amico, one of the young women who was killed in this Yonge Street tragedy, we sat down with her father and brother, and this is what it has been like.
Yeah, it's tough. It's very tough. Obviously, that day is forever singed in your brain. It's difficult to talk about it. I'm not sure if I can handle it today. But
I think you're never going to forget what you were doing. You're never forget what you were feeling.
It says, what would Anne-Marie do? And it's actually helped me quite a bit, make a lot of big decisions about my life, about how to move forward, go from this day forward. I just think about her making me a better person, thinking about how she would handle certain situations. It's allowed me to sort of think of it that way. So these bracelets, one come from her work at Invesco, this one came from Tennis Canada. And they're just two reminders of what Anne-Marie was all about. And for me, it's something every day.
She's there inside, but you also get to look at it too. And even though we're feeling her, to kind of look down and remember that she's still there with us.
And Devo Brown joins us now. And Devo, you were friends with Anne-Marie.
I was, yeah. So yesterday we went and chatted with the family, Adrian, Gabriel, and myself, and it was tough for them. It was tough for everybody because it is such a tragedy, and she's such a great person. See her dad, Rocco, get very emotional there, and he wasn't going to sit down and chat, but he wanted to talk about his daughter and explain to everybody just how proud he is of her and how special she was. Nick, her brother, of course, he's been the rock for the family. Carmela and Francis, sister and mom there. They were also in the room, and it was tough for everyone. We spent some time. We were there for about 2 hours. I've known the family. I've known Anne-Marie, 6 years about, and I smile because of all the goofy and fun things she would do. That's the effect she had on everybody. And Rocco was talking about this bracelet that I have on right now as well, and Tennis Canada did that. Between the family, they have almost 100 years of volunteer service with Tennis Canada. And, our very own Danielle Michaud, who's over at Sportsnet now, she's actually going to be here tomorrow. And she also worked with Anne-Marie there, and they volunteered as ball girls when they started off. So she just brought light to everyone's life. And we sat there and we talked about stories, that I experienced with her, that the family experienced with her. And there's something about her that she was just always good at everything she touched or did. And her dad kind of explained that a little more of why she was always so good at everything.
It's pretty incredible how strong they are speaking today. It's only been a year, but they are moving forward, and they're trying to remember her in the good, like you've mentioned, and what they can do to really remember her and honor her, right?
And the word positive came out so many times because that's what they want to do. They want to just be positive because they know as well that they're not the only ones going through this, and they want to be strong for everybody, for everyone that is affected for this. They know that the love from the city has been coming. There's this gorgeous painting that a complete stranger did that sits in the front foyer of the home. When they walk into the home, that's all they see. And it's a painting of Anne-Marie, and it's her big, bright smile, and that is in the house. And, they said, we didn't know this person who did that. It shows us that the city is behind us, that they were there for us, And speaking with the family, again, like I said, we talked about so many different stories, and here's Rocco just chatting about Anne-Marie and why she's so good at everything.
It doesn't matter what she did, she was like laser focused.
Well, I think that's the big thing. Not that she was necessarily good at everything she did, it's something she just kind of naturally good at, but if she knew she wanted to be good, she'd just go in and just be the best she could, and she ended up being sometimes the best because of that, so put her whole heart into it and just did it.
Sounds like an absolutely incredible person.
Yeah, and you see that painting I was talking about right over our shoulders there, and she was good at everything. We had met through her sister at these trips that we used to do with the radio station. We'd come down with 50 people, and I'd be the chaperone on this trip, and she was on there. And when you go on vacation, you meet people on vacation, you bond very quickly. And we did 2 of these vacations together, plus my annual birthday. You know, she would always be there for these events, and she would make sure I was okay. She's like, you're working hard. You need to take a break. I'm like, you're here to enjoy yourself, and you're worried about everybody else. But there's that instant connection that everyone would get with Anne-Marie. So, you know, this is just one story of many that people are going to be telling today. You know, I'm so thankful that the family took the time to sit down with us, and to the D'Amico family. And, you know, they're in our thoughts today. And, you know, I know they're going to have a bit of a tough one today, and we want them to be strong as everybody else. So I thank them. And, you know, this is the first time I've ever spoken about her and this publicly. So
thank you for sharing.
Thank you guys for allowing this to happen as well.
All right, we appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
Let's head to Frank now. Frank.